going, everybody? For today's beer review, we're going to be taking a look at Stone Brewery's Enjoy By 420 IPA. So, for today's beer review, we've got something that I'm really excited about for multiple reasons. This is Stone's Enjoy By. Now, I'm not the type to sit down and review every single Enjoy By because I feel like the subtle nuances between them are so slim, usually, that it's really not worth going into an in-depth video review on. However, this is the specific 420 Enjoy By IPA by Stone, and if you look up here, it says devastatingly dank. This is supposedly the strongest of the Enjoy Bys that they do, and obviously it is for 420 National Marijuana Day. When you smoke dank buds, you also have dank IPA, and I like dank IPAs a lot. So I'm really excited to see just how dank this one is. Just to give you some information, this comes in at 9.4% alcohol by volume, which effectively, I'm pretty sure it's listed on Beer Advocate this way, but I believe that effectively would make this a double IPA. Says to enjoy it by 420, obviously, so we're getting in right under the mark here. Enjoy now. And I'll just really quickly read over the description since I did it on my last time I reviewed this. You have in your hands a devastatingly fresh double IPA. Freshness is a key component of many beers, especially big hoppy IPAs, but we've taken it further, a lot further with this one. We brewed the IPA specifically not to last. We've gone to extensive lengths to ensure you get your hands on this beer within an extraordinarily short window, and we've sent a very clear message in the name of the beer itself that there's no better time than now to enjoy this IPA. So, don't save it, drink it fresh. That's with all IPAs, but especially this one. I'm going to be drinking this out of my Dogfish Head branded IPA glass. So without further ado, let's get... Oh, and also I'm excited because I get to have a 6-pack of these now. As you know, they just started doing the Enjoy By in 6-packs, not just the 22-ounce bombers. And that's really cool because Enjoy By is something I remember being really tasty, and I'd like to be able to have it on multiple occasions. So straight out, the color is, it's kind of mostly yellow. It has light tinges of orange in the color. I'm going to give this a hard pour. Seems to have a pretty decent head potential. I gave it a semi-heavy-handed pour, and that came up to about a finger of what I would call just very light yellow-touched white head. Holding this one up into the light, it's just gold with just very light tinges of kind of orange in it. As far as smell goes, oh man, definitely I see why they call this devastatingly dank. It's got that, like, I don't know how to explain that really. I see some people compare the smell to feet. I don't really like that because that is just so not appetizing. It's kind of like a... It's got your fruits like, you know, mango, oranges, pineapple, grapefruit, citrus, but the hops, these are not bright, vibrant, fruity, sweet hops. These are very... dank is the word. And it's kind of like that almost oniony kind of, oh man, feet is such a terrible way to describe that. If you're a smoker and you've smelt dank weed before, this is what it smells like. Not that I partake. It just smells really awesome. I mean, this is tasty smelling. Awesome, like 5 out of 5 on the smell. One of the best IPAs I've ever smelt. I'm super excited to jump into this one and give it a taste, so let's do that right now. That is good. Not quite as bitter as I had hoped it would be, though. You've got sweet kind of mango-y peach and pineapple up front. and that kind of fades into grapefruit with a very, very lightly bitter, hoppy ending. It's very good, but I want it to be more bitter. The fact that it says devastatingly dank on the front made me think it would also have a good, strong amount of bitterness, and to me, it's quite weak on the bitterness. This is actually what I would call a sweet-biased IPA, which is not what I was expecting. So my verdict is, as far as scores go, in the style, I would probably give it a solid A, probably about a 95 for representation of the IPA style. As far as my own personal score goes, I would give this an A minus, probably about a 90 even. And my reason being for that, strictly because I'm a little bit disappointed. I want this to have more bitterness. This is a very sweet IPA, at least in my opinion. And with it being the 420 release and it being devastatingly dank, I would want there to be a lot more bitterness. And this really hardly has any at all to me. So if you like sweet IPAs, this is definitely one to check out. If you are looking for something real bitter, you may want to look past this one. And you know, the high alcohol has a lot to do with that. That sweet alcohol and sometimes even malt tones that comes from that can kind of cover up bitterness. And that's why if you're looking for something bitter, and this is my own fault, you want to look for low ABV and high IBU. And that is because the higher the ABV, the more it's going to kind of mask and sweeten and smooth and soften all that bitterness. If you find something that brags that it's got 50 or 60 or 70 IBUs, but it's only like a 4 to 5% beer, it's going to be really, really, really bitter stuff. I'm not asking for palate record here or anything, but I would have liked a little more bitterness on this. But that has been my review of Stone's Enjoy by 420 2015 IPA. Hope you guys enjoyed the beer review as always, and stay tuned for the next one.